Whether you're travelling in Nowra or heading south to Milton and Ulladulla, Tuesday Drive with Stephen will keep you up to date.
It's 5:28. Do you know someone in the community that has their dinner delivered by Meals on Wheels? Well, it turns out that if you do know someone in our region, there's a very good chance they're getting some good quality tuck-up. And the reason I'm feeling pretty confident about that statement is the very fact that the organisation has just picked up not one, not two, but 3 awards. Joining me now is Lisa Burns, who's the manager of North Shoalhaven Meals on Wheels. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Stephen. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Look, thanks for joining me this afternoon, Lisa. Now, I've got to say, 1 award is great, but 3, that is some mighty achievement. What were they for?
The first award that we won was Volunteer of the Year, and that was awarded to Cathie Reed, who works at our Jervis Bay district, Meals on Wheels. And our second award that we got was, have you ever heard of the Shoalhaven Superheroes Volunteer Services?
Oh, I have actually, and I love the way that people get dressed up for it.
I know, and you know what? None of our people did get dressed up. But anyhow, the Shoalhaven Heads Meals on Wheels, they still won an award under the health and aged care category.
Do you know, if you guys go and enter that next year, I reckon you guys could just dress up as chefs, quite frankly. I mean, they're heroes.
That's right. We've all got our Meals on Wheels uniform. We could just dress up like that.
Exactly. You wouldn't have to even try.
That's right.
Hey, Lisa, how many people does the North Shoalhaven Meals on Wheels actually cater for? Because we've got such a large area.
Absolutely. And we actually, people I don't think realise, we actually go from Berry, Shoalhaven Heads, we've got Culburra Beach, we've got Nowra, Bomaderry, and then we go all the way down to Jervis Bay district. So we do have quite a wide. We have nearly 300 consumers now that use our meals.
What type of meals do you guys prepare in the kitchen? Because that might sound like a bit of an odd question, but I think of things like, I don't know, your casseroles and your bolognaise, but I'm guessing you guys probably do a bit more than that.
Oh, we've got a lot more than that. One of the great things about our meals is not only are they tasty and nutritious, but they actually meet the National Meal Guidelines of 2016, which is fantastic. And it was just last Friday I got a telephone call from one of our clients, and she said to me, I've just got to say thank you so much. She said, I'm on a pension. She said, I never get to eat prawns. She said, as a result of you. So we look, it's a whole range of things. We also do, of course, special meals for special people, low salt, low sodium. Wow. But we do a whole range of meals from chickens to, and I can tell you, Shoalhaven Heads' specialty in their desserts. Apparently their desserts are to die for.
Oh, it's Shoalhaven Heads?
Yes. Oh. Apparently everybody raves about their desserts. Jervis Bay, that was when the consumer rang me last Friday and said, I'm having prawns. I haven't eaten prawns for a long time.
Right. So what about entrees? Who's doing the best entrees around the region then?
Oh, well, at the moment, what we mainly do, out at Jervis Bay, you can get a main meal, you can get a dessert. We haven't actually started to do entrees, so maybe that's something that we should do.
Well, I'm just thinking, it's starting to sound like a 3-course dinner around the area, by the way you guys are going.
Oh, look, we also give out fruit and there's yogurt. Look, we do have 2 production kitchens, and we also have, some meals that are delivered frozen, because that's people's choice. Some people want their meals hot, some people want their meals chilled, some people want their meals frozen. So we are mainly able to do a choice of meals for people.
Now, I've got to ask you, because that's always intrigued me about Meals on Wheels. I mean, obviously you can deliver the meals frozen, but how do you keep a meal hot straight from the kitchen, or one of the 2 kitchens, to a client's home?
We have a very strict guidelines where we have to get to we pack them in the hot containers type thing, and they have to get to a person's place, and you've got to ask them exactly the time, and I can't remember that off the top of my head, I'm afraid. At the moment, we've got the My Community project where we're going to upgrade and redesign the kitchen down at Nowra and Bomaderry, which will be absolutely fantastic. But what we're trying to do with the Meal Distribution Centre is sometimes we will order some of our meals in type thing, and because what we find is when we order meals in, if we're getting 1 pallet or half a pallet, we're still paying the same transport. So with our meal distribution centre, we're hoping to go to a much further range, and then we can bring a lot more meals in. We'll sell meals on and things like that. So we're really offering a lot more choice to people, a lot more choice and variety to people, and to try and keep the meals at a very affordable rate for people.
Now, Lisa, you just you touched on just there about the My Community Project program, which you guys have been successful in. What can you give me a bit of an idea what your kitchen is like at the moment?
Well, our kitchen's been running for 30 years. As you can imagine, it does need a little bit of an upgrade,
Right.
Type thing. So that's what we're hoping to do, is redesign that whole kitchen so that it can do a lot more. There's a lot more that we can do out of that kitchen, so that we're hoping that we're going to be serving the community for another 30 years.
Now, you mentioned you're serving 300 meals at the moment. When you upgrade this kitchen, does that mean you'll be serving more people, or is it going to be a wider variety of food?
We absolutely hope that we'll be serving more people, because we'll have much more choice, and that's what we're about. And what we're hoping that by offering more choice, and because we're ordering more meals, we can get a more affordable rate. So that is definitely our plan.
Have you got your eyes on the special appliances yet for the kitchen?
No, but we've got some people talking. I know that we've all got our different opinions about what we want. Type thing there. So we are working that out, and we're going to keep to our budget that we've got, and it'll be great. And we're hoping that people will follow us on Facebook, and that they'll see that as we start, we'll put up our photos, our progress photos. You can see what we've got, and you'll see what it ends up like.
Oh, what's the Facebook page, Lisa?
Oh, look, it's North Shoalhaven Meals on Wheels.
Oh, a nice easy one.
Like us on that, and that'd be great. And can I also talk about a new program that we've just
absolutely
running at the moment?
Please.
What we're trying to do, we're running a Meals Together program, and this is for our more isolated, housebound clients. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get more volunteers to go and actually not just drop a meal off, but to go and maybe have a meal with somebody, play a game of cards, have a chat, to have a longer visit with our consumers.
And how long has that been running for?
Well, we've just started
Right.
it now. Meals on Wheels, as you can imagine, we're always needing new volunteers all the time. People think, we need cooks, runners and drivers, and we do need all those. But we're opening up our volunteers, and at the moment we're sort of looking for bookkeepers, for admin people, for people that can help us with our social and print media. But we definitely want volunteers that could help us to visit our isolated or housebound clients.
So when you say isolated, what do you mean by that?
What we mean is some of our consumers, they might not have family that live here, or they might not even have family. So they might be not well enough to actually go out and visit people in the community, or go out and, be part of their community. So what we're trying to do is to make sure that they have a regular visit. It might be you might go and visit them once a fortnight, once a month, and so that they actually, have meaningful time, on one-on-one time. Because as you sort of said earlier, we have to deliver hot meals. So often when our volunteers deliver the hot meals, we can't stay and have a bit of a chat, because we've got to take that meal to the next place. We've got a certain time limit that we've got to do all these things in. So it's for those people who are a little bit, might be a little bit more lonely.
That's really interesting. I know there's been some dreadful stories over the years when people have been living by themselves, elderly people have been living by themselves, and they've had an unfortunate accident, and it was just a simple matter of because people haven't actually checked them. I guess it's particularly important when with the summer coming along and it's very, very hot that you check your elderly neighbours. And I guess a program like what you're starting would be absolutely fantastic. It's delivering a hot meal and making sure that the person's okay.
Absolutely. And look, our volunteers do that all the time. We have very strict policies and procedures in place that if, somebody's not answering their phone, what do we do, and things like that. Everybody's trained in what we do. So we're a regular checkup, and, some of our services deliver 3 times a week, some deliver 5 times a week. But people can get meals up to 7 days a week. But it's a really good check on people. And we've had some where we've had people injured or we've had people hurt. And by a Meals on Wheels volunteer visiting, we can, ensure their safety. And I think, especially when people's families live away, I think that's a really... people feel very safe with knowing that Meals on Wheels are visiting their mum or dad.
How long have you been with Meals on Wheels now, Lisa?
I've only started about 16 months ago.
Right.
I made a bit of a move down from Sydney.
Right.
And just sort of loved it. Meals on Wheels down here, some of our services have been going for 50 years.
It's a very long time. And it's a testament, really, to the organisation.
Yes. Absolutely, because we've got over 400 volunteers. Now, you'd think that would be enough, but we still need more volunteers.
Okay, so what do people have to do? If someone wants to volunteer their time, what's the best way to get in touch with you guys?
They can actually ring us on 4422 5111.
Okay, we'll make sure we pop that on our Facebook page
That
as well
would be
for you.
fantastic.
Well, look, Lisa, congratulations once again to you all the volunteers, actually. And
Absolutely.
Thank
and
you so much.
As I said, sorry, thank you so much, Stephen.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, got a bit of a delay there with the phone. Sorry, so what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, Cathie Reed, the woman that won the Volunteer of the Year award, she's going to be leaving us next year. So if there's any budding cooks out there that want to come and work at Jervis Bay Meals on Wheels, you can start your apprenticeship now.
Oh, and they might have to brush up on their prawn skills.
That's right, because, that woman loves it now. I think she expects it every week.
Oh, gosh, it'll be surf and turf on the menu soon.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, look, Lisa, again, thank you so much for spending time with us this afternoon.
Thank you very much, Stephen. And thank you, everybody who voted for us in my community project. It was a real honour.
Now, if you're interested in volunteering your time, you can give Lisa a call on 442225 111, and as you heard, I'm sure they'll put you to good use. So if you know how to, chuck a prawn on the barbecue, you might need to put your hand up. Now, if you'd like to hear the interview again, or you think you might know someone interested in volunteering, then make sure you check out the Tuesday Drive and the Triple UFM Facebook page over the next couple of days and share the information with them.